And a lot of times when I see femininity being talked about, it's like this caricature. You know, you have this ridiculous amount of makeup where like the makeup is like 3 or 4 shades lighter or darker than the person's actual skin tone, trying to change the literal shape of their face. These ridiculously crazy lashes that like hides the person's eyes, or this just over the top weaves, like just crazy stuff. And then it's usually always about trying to find ways to get money from men. Like it's just always these different manipulation tools, how to look the right way, how to talk in a soft manner, how to, look at him in a way to try to get stuff. It's all about trying to manipulate men out of stuff. That is not femininity. That is toxic. And the reason it bugs me is because this is the kind of stuff that sets women up for failure. Yeah, it may work for a short amount of time. You might get somebody who will waste money on you for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, maybe even a couple of years if you look good enough. But when you hit a certain age, if you're not bringing anything else to the table, if you haven't worked on the internal qualities that actually make up a inspirational, beautiful, lovely, godly, productive woman, if you haven't worked on that internal stuff, it's not going to last for you. When you get older, when your looks fade, when you have competition that is half your age, it is not a sustainable thing in the long run. Not to mention, where do you have to be mentally or emotionally or spiritually if your focus is all about trying to get stuff from another person? That is toxic. And that's not speaking to somebody that has high self-worth. So I don't like femininity or femininity that's really toxic. It's wrapped in this whole, oh, I'm gonna help you level up, hypergamy or whatever. It's wrapped in this language that's all about you trying to get your higher self. But it's really all about manipulating men and manipulating situations where a woman honestly feels out of control. And that is toxic. Because like I said, it will never lead to long lasting results. It always leads to failure. And in many instances, it leads to women, especially in their older age, feeling alone, not having the resources that they want, and not being taken care of. Because if you spend your life trying to figure out ways to manipulate and extract resources from other people without being willing to invest in them in return, you reap what you sow. And that is toxic. If you sow in toxicity, you will reap in toxicity. And I wouldn't recommend anybody go down that route.